Alright, well, welcome back, YouTubers. That's kind of stupid. Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Alright, so I extensively tested this LionSteel M4 with M390 Bowler Udahome steel, and I've come to my final conclusion. I'll get to it. Alright, y'all have all seen this knife before. If you like the M4, you've seen other videos on it. This is the G10, although I have 3 out of the 4. This is the one I use all the time. The other 2 are in mint condition. And when I like a knife enough, I buy more than one. Well, in this case, I bought 3, so there, I gave away my video. But that's okay. I bought 3 in this case. This edge has done so much work to hardwood, and those are just spots that I need to get off. They're not rust. It's just, it's dirty. I mainly use this almost exclusively as a bushcraft tool, and I carry it on me all the time because it has a low footprint or pocket print or under the shirt, whatever. It's really short, the sheath, so I mean you can see my cut thumb compared to the snap closure, but it is over 8 inches long with a 3.75 inch blade, and the blade being that it's I think it's over an inch tall here at the ricasso. Let me see. Where's I should have been better prepared, but my son's up right now. He's 2 years old, so I'm trying to this is actually the 4th time I've tried to record this video in a week. So let's see. We got, here's some tape measure. That's good enough. I'm gonna measure it myself. Yeah, because I learned a lot in elementary school. 1 1/4 inches. So 1.25 inch blade height that's better than most folders. Most folders do not go over an inch in blade height. I like the blade height. As long as the blade height isn't like where you put your fingers right here. As long as the blade height doesn't dip down to where my knuckle is right here, this knuckle, then it's fine. Oh yeah, and yeah, 10 stitches in that finger. It's that's what happens when you use your tools, man. I mean, I've got this weird muscle disease too that makes me a little bit clumsy, but I mean, at the same time, you can be as careful as you can and still get cut. I mean, especially when you keep your knife razor sharp. I mean, razor sharp, which is, if you're a real knife guy, you care about that. I mean, if you're really into knives, which I'm into music more than I am to knives, but and I will have an album coming out. But anyway, if you're into knives this much, you know that you should be able to strop fairly easy. And this is a Bark River with white compound on one side and black compound on the other. This is all I've used, y'all, on this at all. I mean, this is it. There's no, you knife aficionados like me, if you're used to sharpening or stropping edges or polishing edges, you'll notice that there is no other grind, if it'll pick up. It's only been stropped. It needs to be stropped again because it was like mirror polished. I used it last night for a while, and I'm carving out knife handles out of oak and the heart of 3-year-old pine. So anyway, yeah, the M4 series, y'all know the stats, you know the specs. I will say the G10 weighs more than any of the wood. I have the olive wood, which I guess I'll go ahead and show you. I have the olive wood and the Cocobolo wood in this, so I might as well show you those two. Let's get this out of the way. And comes with the same sheath. Here's your olive, and it's a little bit bland. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Lowe's 2x4s, but the stripes kind of make it a little better. It's my least favorite, but the reason why I bought olive is because it was readily available, and they grow their own olive trees and Cocobolo trees and walnut trees in Italy, where they manufacture these handles to go with the M390 steel. So I thought that's great. I mean, so basically they're doing something for the environment. They're giving back. They raise their own orchards of trees, and that's very highly respectable to me. Put this G10 one back, and hey buddy, that one's out of tune. You better leave it alone. All right, and then see, I can't go through a whole video without a 2-year-old in my room. All right, This is Cocobolo. This is my favorite. It's in weight, it's in between the olive wood and the G10. The G10 weighs the most. This one weighs the second most. It's also softer than G10, but it's gorgeous. For Cocobolo, this is gorgeous. I haven't seen Cocobolo look this good. Let me get my cap light on it, see if it can pick up better. Yeah, I'm a nerve-wracked person. Having kids does it to you. Anyway, this has never been used. It's never cut anything. Alright, so anyway, I was going to show you, but I guess to prove my point, let me do one last thing. Let's weigh them. If weight's an issue for you, then you definitely will need to watch this part, because I'm fixing to end this video, because I'm not into making videos anymore, y'all. If you hadn't noticed, I'm writing songs. I'm back into the music thing. I'm in my late 30s, so you know, if I'm gonna do anything, I don't want to be famous. I just want to write an album, you know, and maybe gig a little bit as a one-man show or a duo around my local parts in Louisiana. 6.2 ounces for the G10. It's not bad. I mean, you compare this to any folder I have, including cold steel, or any Benchmade or Spyderco, well, Benchmade mainly, an M390, and I'll take this all day long over a Benchmade folder with Axis lock, because the sheath is so minimalistic and you get a full tang fixed blade. And yes, it's a proud tang, but you will not, and you cannot feel it at all. If anybody tells you otherwise, they either got a lemon for the factory or they're lying. I have 3 LionSteels, and you know, their fit and finish is excellent, perfect, excellent. I mean, I can't say it enough. Okay, so 6.2. As I showed you, that's not even going to pick up anyway. Alright, Cocobolo is the second heaviest. 5.25. It's about a full ounce lighter. Olive, the lightest. 5 even. 5 ounces? What? Yeah, 5 ounces, man. You know, here's a new Benchmade that I did a video on last, and I have EDC'd the heck out of this one, because this one's number 631 out of 1,000. Well, I ordered a second one because I liked it so much, and I got number 597 out of 1,000. So I started EDCing this one and have been very impressed so far. Hasn't let me down. It's S30V, and if you're snobby enough to say S30V isn't any good, then just click off the video, please. I don't even want you as a subscriber. But anyway, those of you that like S30V and don't have anything bad to say about it, well, join the club. Thank you. I'm not a steel snob, although I'm not partial to, how am I saying this, 1095 high carbon steel anymore. I don't even know why they put high carbon behind it. There's so many tool steels and other carbon steels that are higher carbon than it. Give me 5160 instead of 1095, you know? I mean, that's only a minor step up in a broad spectrum. But anyway, yeah, so I don't have a bunch of footage cutting because I cut too much. I mean, I don't know. I can't explain this. I'm a one-man show on this little channel, and, you know, I cut too much. I do things all the time with my knives, and most of the time I'm not in the mood, or I cannot physically film myself.